Hello everyone. Last time we have created a hero banner using Builder.io generative AI on Figma Design and placed it on our page. Also, we connected our hero banner title field to the CMS to get dynamic data. Today we will take a look to content editing concepts that we have in Sitecore and will make our hero banner title experience editable. Sitecore has two ways for content creators and editors to manage and edit the content of the website: the content editor, CE, and experience editor, EE. The content editor is the default and the most commonly used way of content editing. We have used it last time to update the title of our hero banner. Experience editor, on the other hand, is WYSIWYG editor and do not require high level of Sitecore knowledge from content editor. WYSIWYG means that what you see is what you go. In order to ensure that our component is experience editable, we will need to run experience editor locally in developer mode. For that, we need a Docker to be installed and running on our machine. When Docker is ready, we need to run terminal as an admin and navigate to project folder. If we are starting Sitecore locally for the first time, we need to run init script and provide the path for the license. When init script is done, we can switch to the next part. To start the Sitecore, we need to run up script. This script will start downloading required packages, and for that you need to have stable internet connection. The size of the packages in total could be around several gigabytes and will take some time depending on your internet connection speed. But this is done only once for the first time when you run this. On daily basis, when you will run the up script, it will not download anything and will start within a minute. In my case, it's not the first time. Due to that, all packages are already downloaded. So it will start Sitecore right away. When all containers will be started successfully, it will open the browser for authentication in our XM Cloud project. We will need to confirm and select our organization, and then switch back to terminal. When script is finished, Sitecore will run locally and will open browser. Here we again need to select our organization and we should be redirected to the desktop. So this view is called desktop view. From here, if we will click on the Sitecore icon, we can see content editor. If we will click on it, we will be navigated to the content editor. Here, from the content editor, if we will choose the page that we want to edit, let's navigate to the page that we want to edit, click on Publish tab, we'll be able to see Experience Editor. So let's click on it, we'll start the Experience Editor. The first thing that we noticed when the Experience Editor just opened is that our background image is not loading. That's because the Experience Editor is connecting to localhost 3000, where our NextJS application is running. And for the image, we are using Next image. The Next image has built-in image optimization. Due to that, the image URL are proxied through the Next. Right now, Sitecore cannot resolve it properly. Also, if we will try to edit the title, we will see that it's not possible at the moment. This is because all experience editable fields should use specific field type components from Sitecore GSS NextJS library. Now we can switch to our codebase. In order to fix the image issue, we have to create a custom image atom. The main purpose of this component is to check on which page state we are. We can use Sitecore context hook from Sitecore CSS NextJS library to get the Sitecore context, and from Sitecore context we are able to access the page state. Depending on the page state, if it's not a normal, means that we are either on the preview or editor mode, we will need to render GSS image. GSS image is also coming from the Sitecore CSS NextJS library. Else, we will need to use NextImage to benefit the NextJS image optimization. This is not a final component, it's just an initial version to solve our issues with the image. So now let's switch back to the hero banner. Now, when we have our image atom created, we need to replace NextImage with our image atom. And also, since our atom is specifically designed for the Sitecore components, we will need to update the structure of the properties and how we are passing them. So every Sitecore component requires a field property, and inside it requires a value. So we will just change the structure of the properties, how we are passing to the image. Also, we will need to use text component from Sitecore CSS NextJS also. We will need to specify that we would like to use it as an h1 tag. Now we can also pass the field as itself, like we can see that here in our properties we have like fields title, it's a field. So text component or all Sitecore CSS NextJS components accepts the field property, and we can pass our class name. So when all the changes are done, we can save our file and switch back to the Experience Editor to see the changes. When we are back to Experience Editor, we can see that all the changes are automatically reflected, because when we changed something on the code base, Experience Editor automatically refreshed the page. So now we can see the images coming, and also if we'll click on the title, we can see that we can now edit. Remember, after doing the changes, we always need to save and publish the changes. Otherwise, they will not be reflected on the page. Also, remember that all Experience Editable fields should use corresponding component from Sitecore CSS NextJS library. Now, our component title is Experience Editable, and we have fixed the issue with an image. That's all I wanted to show you today. Thank you for watching, and happy coding!